Incredible story there. Well, if you ever thought we are being over-governed, here's proof. Take the local councils that compile books as big as the Bible containing all their bylaws, their Bible. Some of these bylaws are so obscure no one even knows about them. But Linda Kincaid reports one is doing the opposite, cutting the red tape to make things easier for everyone.
Children can't ride their little scooters.
I think it's a ridiculous phase they're entering into.
You can't sing in public.
This is the worst of the laws that they've tried to bring through.
Salvation Army, they can't even stand there and collect money anymore.
Obviously we can't gain or exit our property through our driveway.
From bus stops on driveways to a 5-minute time limit on swing sets to hanging up an Aussie flag in your backyard. If there's a freedom, councils will try to squash it.
We're over-governed, there's no question about that. They do let the power go to their head.
Now the nanny states run by the third tier of government are at it again. Councils used to be responsible for rates, roads and rubbish. Now, if you want to play in a park, buy a pet or collect antique vehicles, you could be breaching one of their bylaws. The Yarra Ranges Council has put together 77 pages of new proposed laws to restrict and regulate just about everything.
It frustrates me and the rest of the community.
Bird owner Tiffany Ashman is upset to find the new proposed laws would force her to buy a permit for each of her 4 prized peacocks.
I think it's a huge money-raising thing. I would have to get rid of them.
Under the proposed bylaws, a person is allowed to own 2 guinea pigs, 2 ferrets and 2 domestic turtles. But if you buy 3, you will be fined. Girl Guides, Scouts and schools may see raffle tickets outlawed in public places unless they buy a permit. Beware if you have a loud doorbell. Under the noise controls proposed, you can face a penalty if your next-door neighbour hears it. It may soon be illegal to be homeless within the Shire, with laws stating that people cannot sleep in their cars.
If I'm driving interstate and I get very tired and I'm passing through Melbourne and I pull over and have a sleep, am I going to get prosecuted because that's illegal? I've got to keep driving even though I'm asleep.
2 or more unregistered vehicles on your property could require a permit, and smoke billowing from a chimney seen or smelt by neighbours could incur a fine. Ratepayers Victoria spokesman Jack Davis questions the council's motives.
And I wonder what they've got in their mind at the back of all this. Is it to raise more revenue? Because councils are all cash-strapped and they need finances. Now, is that the reason?
And soon you may also need to pay for a permit to keep a 4.5-tonne truck on your property.
Oh, gobsmacked, it's just ridiculous. I mean, to park something on your own property, it's beyond a joke.
This law most upsetting for Nicole Myers, who runs a furniture delivery business and fears she'll be one of thousands of truck owners in the area forced to fork out more money for the privilege.
There is enough land for trucks. We pay our rates, we're the ones paying the mortgage, and they're trying to tell us that we must have a permit to park our own vehicles on our property. Until they start paying the mortgage, then they can tell us what we can and cannot do on our own property.
It's no surprise with all these new proposed laws that the Yarra Ranges Council was too busy to be interviewed today. Bayside Council, on the other hand, has done a 180, voting out much of their ridiculed regulations.
If you are on a swing for more than 5 minutes and if there is someone waiting, you can be fined.
Restrictions over camping on your own property and time limits on public swing sets have been removed. Councillor Felicity Frederico.
I was able to go home and tell my children they no longer had to raid their piggy bank in order to pitch a tent for the night in their back garden.
Now there are calls for other councils to follow their lead with a self-audit of all bylaws.
You know, let's put trust into our residents, into our community.
It's crazy stuff, isn't it? I mean, they're trying to get blood out of a stone. Well, now to the anti-Santas, the not-so-jolly fellows making house calls to steal your stuff. On average, more than 460 homes in South Australia are broken into in the lead-up to Christmas. Home break-ins in the lead-up to this silly season are up by more than 20%. And that's how it works. James Thomas reports.